Hey, what's up, people? Welcome back to another Teo Talk. Now, we were discussing on a few interesting ways to help in the startup process of getting yourself out of financial debt snowball that most of us Americans are in. Okay, so step one was taking a look at your subscriptions uh, from Netflix to Amazon, maybe a gym membership, Sam's Club, all those memberships that we collect during the year. And then the second step was after we paid, obviously the first step after we paid a yearly subscription to the subscriptions that we want and that we actually use, which once again, not a very short process. It's a very long and drawn out process, but we have to get ourselves back in order here, and we have to try any way to do so. And then step two, of course, was going through those subscriptions and downsizing the subscription so only to the things that we actually need to have. And I gave a suggestion about trading your subscriptions each year, such as Netflix, Hulu, Paramount, all the things that we like to watch. Maybe go year by year. Maybe you have Amazon one year, maybe you have Hulu one year, maybe you have Max another year, but not all at the same time, because it's all coming out of your bank account, right? And making it very hard to do anything. And all these subscriptions, they all add up to a lot of money. We all have to admit that a lot of these subscriptions cost a lot of money. Our bank accounts are being depleted every day. So now, and then we went to the third step. And the third step was to get together an emergency fund, whether that be $500, whether that be $1,000, whether that be $2,000. It's whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you feel safe with. We might have a car emergency, we might have a hospital emergency or a medical emergency. So whatever we're comfortable with, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, whatever you're comfortable with. And now the fourth step, which I believe is the most stressful, is the one that, is the most stressful of all. And that is putting all of the bills that you have together in one place on a list, from lowest to highest, putting them all on the list, putting them all out there so that everyone can see it. You can see it, your family can see it, everyone can see it. Make a big list, stick it somewhere where everyone can see it. Even if your brother or your sister, your mom, or your aunts, uncles come in, they'll see that list. You want everybody to see it as a reminder that it's time to stop spending money on things we don't need. Okay, it's a reminder, it's a placeholder, so that that we cannot spend money on these things any longer. Okay? Because sometimes when we don't have a list of these bills, a list of these debts laying around to be seen with the naked eye, we tend to forget. We could put it out of our minds. We could just not think about it. But they are still there. They haven't disappeared. And without some sort of work, they will never disappear. They will always be there. And you will always be paying them. So, that's my advice to you. Make a list, print it out, put it on a chalkboard, put it on a dry eraser board, but put it somewhere where everyone can visibly see it. You know? Possibly even the kids. Let them see it. You know? Or maybe in your bedroom, maybe you don't want the kids to see. I totally understand. We don't want our kids stressed out all the time. But we need to put this list somewhere visible so we all can see it. All right? So that we're all made aware of what's going on, how deep we might be in debt, so everyone can see it. So the next time a conversation comes up about going on vacation somewhere to our favorite spot, now we know that these bills come first. Okay? So once again, find all your bills, put them all together in one list, from smallest to biggest, and put them somewhere where you and your spouse, maybe your girlfriend, your family can see the list so that they know that this is what we're working on. This is what we're trying to achieve. All right? Okay, but once again, as always, this is just my advice. You could choose to follow it or not. All right, peace. Good talk.